Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Alright. We're live. Right. Hmm. Alright, alright, let's get this started. Welcome to the stream. Might have to up qualifying length a little bit because it's a bit of a long track. Who's going to be out on track first for qualifying this time? It's going to be Foss. Oh, he's got a bit of collision in pit lane. I think it was between Vermont and Fixin. Ooh, that could be good for Fixin. He's got a bit of space to work with. All the guys that have big gaps in front of them tend to do the best in qualifying, unless they get blocked behind a Kjelberg. Like, Ferreira is in a good position. Oh, that's risky. That is risky right there. And, yep, Dalton, Brokaw, and Scott have wrecked. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. What happened? Yeah, this is... Holy crap. How many cars are still running? Jesus. Yeah, Fixin's still got plenty of space. We got lots of guys with space now. We've also got a lot of damaged cars and a lot of cars stuck in the sand. Now here's a sneak peek of the oval, which will be coming race 10, I think. It's just probably the most interesting track on the calendar just because of the pure chaos. So where is your points leader, Conway? Oh, that's not good! Ethan Conway is not going to set laps in qualifying today. So this is a good track for the Kjelbergs to possibly score a point today. Because it's a long track, so they're going to get lapped less, which means they might get involved in fewer wrecks. And we've got some more wrecks. Oh my god, McDonald is dead. Matthew McDonald has died. Yeah, he's not completing any laps. Oh, welcome to the stream. We got 2 people now. Nice. So it looks like Fixin's gonna get at least 1 clean lap in. Who's that car that is way behind? It's Alvarez. He does not have much damage, so he shouldn't be an issue. We've got a lot of cars that are not going to complete qualifying today. So we got guys coming around to complete their first qualifying laps here. I think it's Foss is going to be first across the line. It is. He puts in a 150.46, Luchin goes a 150.47. Kanako's with a .47.49 for Johnson and Seagraves. Sorrell puts in a 156.84. And Fixon goes a 150.47. A lot of people going that time. I think Sorrell must have spun or something. So, hopefully he can get it together for a second lap. We've got lots of the main pack that were being caught up in the wrecks now that are finishing their laps here. Got lots of 151s, 152s. I don't expect many people to be beat by Sorrell though. I say that Zola goes to 155. Oh, Fixon's got some traffic in front of him. That's not good. It's Sorrell and Butler. And if it weren't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. One of three non-Shellberg drivers that has not scored a point this season. And he's the only one who's led a race at any point. And he's led 2 or 3. Yep, his lap's screwed. This is ridiculous. Oh, he almost hits Ho and Questas. There's one of the other unlucky ones, Granada. Where is Whitaker? There he is. Oh, looks like people actually are not improving on their first lap. Yeah, people are not improving on their first lap this time at this track. Which is unusual. At every other race of the season, people have improved as we go on. Who's still on their first lap? I saw somebody who was still on lap 2. Oh. They're not finishing qualifying. Suta bene. So we'll let Kyleman finish his lap. After that, we're going to go because I don't think we're going to see any more improvement. Oh, we had 3 viewers at one point. Not for long, though. So he's coming around the final couple corners. He's got some significant wing damage, so I wouldn't expect him to go higher than 24th, 23rd. Yeah, he goes 25th. And we are going to start this race here. Qualifying orders: Foss, Luchin, Kanakos, Fixon, Butler, Johnson, Seagraves, Vermont, Lee, Whitaker, Fixon, Cologne, McMillan, Ferreira, Ho, Martin, Granada, Questas, Kyleman, Bolsara, Alvarez, Rott, Zola, Sorrell, Kyleman, Cunningham, Tutabene, Scott, McDonald, Conway, Dalton, and Brokaw. Time to get started. We'll go on board Tina Lee, the Sauber. One light, 2 light, 3 lights. And they are away at Kyoto Ring. Looks like a pretty decent start for everybody involved. Uh-oh, Whitaker's backed up into the pack a little bit there. And I think that's caused wrecks. Oh, Butler spins. Oh, there's Fixin and Cologne going off in the background. There's the other Sauber of Rod, I think, going off. Oh, Brokaw's flipping. He flips and lands on his wheels. Who's spinning? Who's spinning around in 32nd right now? It's McMillan. Foss still leads. Fixin up to second. Johnson third. Ho fourth. Questas fifth. Sorrell sixth. Lee seventh. Every other car got involved in the turn 1 accident. Luchin, Scott, Kyleman, and Butler got through it better than the other ones, though. Bolsara, Cunningham's in 13th. We've got a Kjellberg that wrecked that is in 13th. Uh-oh, that sounds like some damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is bad. That is really bad. Alvarez has got big damage. Dalton's going to get back on the track, but he's got big damage as well. Whitaker's wrecked. Conway, your points leader in 31st. Looks like McMillan's going to get back going here. It looks like we're not going to have any DNFs miraculously. Somehow, not a single car is DNF'd, it looks like. Oh, Granada. Granada's out, I think. I spoke too soon. As Foss comes around to the end of lap 1, he is still your leader. So, for once, the leader heading into turn 1 is actually leading at the end of the first lap. Looks like Vermont's spinning around a little bit. Oh, that's a wreck. I think that looks like some flips as well. I think Alvarez hit. Oh, that's another DNF. It's Cunningham. It's the Kjellberg of Cunningham that is out this time. Oh, we got some turn 1 wrecks. Looks like it's Kyleman and Vermont. I don't know how Vermont got involved. Looks like we got some more wrecks. It's Seagraves and Conway. Foss still leads Fixin. Johnson is falling back, and we've got more turn 1 wrecks. It's Kyleman still. Kanakos. Yeah, looks like Kanakos might be out. We've got Bolsara in the pits. I'd be shocked if he makes it around to the pits. Conway trying to get the position on Dalton. He's got quite a damaged car, as does Seagraves. Martin does as well. We have, looks like, 2 cars out of this race at the moment. Fixin's still right behind Foss. It's 0.4 of a second separating them. So we might actually have a tight actual battle for the lead instead of people just wrecking over and over. I say that we're coming up on very slow lapped cars at the moment. It is Seagraves and Martin. And we've got a spun car as well. Looks like somebody spun trying to get into the pits, maybe. I can't tell who it is. Is it Fixin, maybe? That makes sense with his damage. It is Dalton. Dalton got wrecked trying to get into the pits. And it looks like he's going to retire from clutch failure. Can they get through turn 1 again? Yes, they can. Oh, Kanakos is out of this race. Peter Kanakos is out. Oh, Dalton has major problems. Evan Dalton is... he did get into the pits, but... I think he's going to burn out his clutch trying to get back going. So Foss still leading. Coming up to lap Conway here. Conway could be a roadblock that helps Fixin. Who's watching right now? Johnson not too far behind in 3rd. Ho sticking with him in 4th. Monkey Wrench of Questas in 5th. And it looks like Conway's not going to cause issues for either party. Although McDonald is going to cause some for Fixin. That's the Ferrari getting in the way of the Red Bull. Uh-oh, we got a wreck. Not sure why that's a surprise anymore. It's Cologne, and Cologne appears to be out of this race. So Foss has pulled another 2/10. Oh, we got a lead car wrecking. It's Ho. He's got some damage. He's going to rejoin in 7th place. Who did he wreck with? Who did he hit? It must have been like McDonald. It was McDonald. And oh my god! Somebody's dead. I can't tell who it was. I think it was a Renault. I think a Renault went absolutely soaring. Was it Harry Kyleman? It must have been Harry Kyleman, because that's a lot of damage on that car, and I think it was a yellow car that went absolutely soaring. But we still have a tight battle for first, so I'm going to keep looking at and my question is, how is Dalton not out of this race yet? Look at that clutch. And we've got Cologne blocking the leaders. And they both get around, but it looks like Fixon might have gotten through a little bit better. Oh, we got Dalton up in front, and that's Kyleman as well, and Foss hits him! So does Fixon, actually. But Foss gets it worse, and Foss might be out of this race. What happened to Harley Johnson? Harley Johnson had issues. He's gotten involved in a wreck. He's got heavy damage. And Fixon does get through with only minor damage, I think. Oh my god. Sorrell looks to have wrecked as well, but he does not have very bad damage. Whereas Anthony Foss, he might get back on track. So it looks like 2 of the drivers that have not scored points this season are knocking on the door of points. Both of them have running cars in very good condition, and one of them is out in 32nd place. Uh-oh, Questas is going to be pushing up on Fixon here if he can't get past Bulsara. He does pull by, but that's going to cost him a lot of time. He has just lost about half of his lead, I'd say. And that is Lee spinning around. I think Lee's out of this race. That is too badly damaged to continue, I believe. The points are currently Fixon, Questas, Ho, Sorrell, Johnson, Scott, Luchin, Butler, Brokaw, and Rott. I'm going to skip Lee because she's out of the points now. Oh, we've got a lead car. It's Scott that's off. He keeps going, but that doesn't help him. Bulsara and Conway in the pits is not a good race for your points leader. Question is, where's the second place in points Ferreira? Looks like he's fighting for 13th with Tutabene. Another one that's high up in the points. Then Whitaker is knocking on the door in 15th. Fixon's still leading, and he does not seem to be having many issues with lap cars at the moment. And yeah, Dalton is out of this one. He's lost a second on Questas because of that incident with Bulsara. So it could be a lot worse. And it looks like we're going to have a battle for third here between Ho and Sorrell. As Ho does have slightly more damage than Sorrell. Wow, this is a short race. We're a quarter of the way through already. Although I wish we could just end it so Fixon can secure his points. Sorrell only 8/10 behind Ho now. They're about 13 seconds back from the lead. So it's not unfeasible that if the leader's getting a wreck, they could fight for it. I think they're too damaged to maintain it, but it's definitely possible. Alright, gap is still 7/10. Oh! And that's Questas off! I don't know who he hit. Oh, that's another big wreck. It's Kyleman and McMillan, I think. But what happened to Noah Questas? Looks like he's spun off, and he's got heavy damage. He might be out of this one. So the battle for third has turned into a battle for second. And Harley Johnson's gonna possibly get in the way here. I don't know. I don't know how damaged he is, so he could be fine and just to pit. But yeah, it looks like he did. He does not have much damage. So it looks like it's just going to be Ho and Sorrell, as McMillan is spinning off the track and won't be a factor at the moment. Although the dirty air is not going to help Ho. Oh, and we got another wreck. It is Questas again, and I think he's out of this one for good now. Your points positions are currently Fixin, Ho, Sorrell, Luchin, Butler, Brokaw, Scott, Rott, Zola, and that was close with McMillan. Tuta bene. Whitaker's knocking on the door of points. He'd like to get a couple. Fixin would like to get 25. It looks like the gap is definitely tightening up between these two. It is 0.3 seconds now, separating the second and third place cars. And you can see why Ho has a significant amount of damage on both of the fronts, and Sorrell only has noticeable damage on the rear left, I'd say. His car is probably driving at almost 100% right now. So let's go on board Sorrell as he hunts down second place from Adelino Ho in the Lotus. Looks like Harley Johnson's Haas might be getting in the way a bit here. It's definitely causing some dirty air for Ho. Oh wow, he's getting close. Oh, he slides. Saves it though. That's gonna cost him a lot of time. Looks like we got another fairly close battle. It's for 8th. Oh, Seagraves spins across the track. He saves it though. Zola is hunting down Rott here. Oh! This time it's Zola that slides. Uh-oh, we got Ho and Sorrell are close again. So Ho and Sorrell are very close. As McMillan pops into the pits, we got a spin! It's Devin Butler. Oh, we got a wreck. It's Zola and Rott. And Seagraves almost gets involved. Sorrell trying to make a move on Ho, but he slides again. It's costing him time. He can't afford to keep doing that. I think if Fixin can make it to his pit stops without having to repair damage, I think he'll be good. Unless he gets involved in another crazy wreck. Because second and third are both have to repair damage when they pit. That might be the opportunity for Sorrell to jump ahead of Ho anyways. He might not need to pass him on track. Anyways, your points positions are currently Fixin, Ho, Sorrell, Luchin, Brokaw, Scott, Tutabene, Whitaker, and Zola fighting for... Oh no, Whitaker! And Rott is in 10th. But he is pulling into the pits, so I think Kyleman is going to get past him. Ho has a little bit of breathing room at the moment. Oh no, Whitaker! Hold on, Fixin's dealing with lap traffic at the moment. That's the Renault of Sam Kyleman that's giving him grief at the moment. Oh, he gives him a bit of a bump. Oh, it's a bit of a slide for the Red Bull. Because how many drivers are on the lead lap now? I think Kyleman is the last one in 10th. Whew. Fixon's putting on the pressure. He wants to get by. I don't blame him. The longer he sits behind the longer he sits behind the Renault, the more risk there is of an accident. And he tries to shoot around the outside. And it looks like he's going to get it done. Wow, what a move. Even though it's on a lap car. Blue flags don't... Well, AI doesn't pay attention to blue flags, so it doesn't matter that they're a lap car. But a spectacular move by Fixon to lap the Renault there. As Sorel is within 3/10 of Ho again. He's not going to try to go around the outside this time. He's learned his lesson a little bit. I'm surprised Johnson hasn't pulled away from these two, though, because he does have significantly less damage than either of them. Is he going to try for something over here? I think he might. Oh, he's going for it! Sorel for second! And he backs off. Still slides, though. Oh, yeah, you can see why Fixon was so desperate to get past Kyleman. Kyleman has already fallen far behind him. Who is the next lap car ahead of him? It's Foss, who I don't think he's gonna catch Foss until at least pit stops, most likely. Because if he pits in the next lap or two, then yeah, Sorel just can't get the move done on Ho. He's been close pretty much this whole race. He just can't quite make it stick. I would say this has been... Bailey, you guys are in... Sorry, I forgot to tell you earlier. I just checked comments. You guys are in 15th and 22nd. It looks like Seagraves just had a spin. Kyle Brokaw is running in 5th place at the moment. I would expect him to pit right around lap 12, unless they already pit, which it does not look like Brokaw has, considering what position he's in. Oh, no! Fixon has hit somebody who was flipped over on the back straight. Or not the back straight, part of the oval. It was Vermont. Jock Vermont was just sitting on the racing line. He got involved in an accident with Harry Kyleman, it looks like. Oh! This is going to make the battle for second very interesting. But it looks like Fixon has still managed to avoid almost all damage from that. That is incredible. As Sorel bumps into the back of Ho. So I'd expect them to be coming in the next lap or two unless they've already pit. At least the lead lap cars, which I don't think any of the lead lap cars have pit. Oh, it looks like he might go for a move here. He's going to try around the outside. Actually, no, that's going to give him the inside for this corner, but he gives it up and he spins. John Sorel has spun and hit the wall hard. He should be able to get back on track, but that's going to cost him a run for a podium there, I'd say. Looks like he's going to keep going, and he might actually maintain his podium spot. Oh, looks like he's just going to lose it. He's going to fall to 5th. Points are Jordan Fixon, Adelino Ho, Alexa Luchin, Kyle Brokaw, John Sorel, Trevor Scott, Sonny Tutabene, Connor Zola, John Whitaker, and Sam Kyleman. And I'd expect to see the leaders coming in very soon. Do we have any battles for position? Doesn't look like it at the moment. How many running cars are there? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 probably, 21, 22. Looks like we have 22 running cars at the moment, which I think would be the most we've had all season. And yeah, Fixon's got to come in next time. He's coming in at the end of lap 12. Ho likely will as well. Luchin will. Brokaw will. Sorrell will. Scott will. Chitavene will. All of these guys will have to pit, except for Johnson. Johnson is looking good for fuel at the moment. He may make it to the end. Alvarez will likely have to pit again, so will these guys. Rott will likely be good to the end. Somehow Ferreira's in 19th despite having not pit. He will have to pit as well. He's likely good to the end. He is good to the end. These guys are all out of the race. Fixon still got a commanding lead over Ho. And Ho's got 26 seconds over Luchin. Significant spread throughout your top 10. In fact, I believe 9th place is a lap down, and yes, he is. We have 8 cars on the lead lap. So I'd expect to see Brokaw coming in at the end of this lap. I mean, Fixit coming in at the end of this lap. Because if not, he will run out of fuel. And that would be a really, really crappy way to lose the race that he's pretty much dominated. After taking the lead on like lap 3 or so. It'd be wise for him to pit this lap, especially because of the lapped cars that are in front of him. That seem to be going very slow. And it looks like he is coming into the pits. Your race leader, Jordan Fixon, coming into the pits. For likely the only time today. Now he's got that long crawl down pit road. Probably one of the longest pit roads on the schedule. And he is into his pit box. Looks like second place Adelino Ho is coming in as well. Fix is repairing a bit of damage at the moment. He does not have much, though. Oh, he does have a decent amount of damage, actually. It's a... Wow, this is longer than I thought. 30-second pit stop exactly for Fixon. Oh, wow, we got lots of leaders wrecking. It's Luchin, it's Bolsara, it's Butler. Sorrell pulls into the pits. Brokaw is wrecked. Rott has wrecked. And that throws this race totally upside down. And I believe... Ho might have actually had a somewhat shorter pit stop than Fixon. Scott pulls into the pits. Tutabene pulls into the pits. Zola pulls into the pits. Oh, what happened to Brokaw? I can't even read what his steering wheel says. He's got to get to the pits ASAP, or else he's going to run out. Jordan Fixon maintains the lead. He's got quite a margin over Adelino Ho still. Uh-oh, that's a problem. We've got guys blocking up pit road. Fixon almost puts a lap on Harley Johnson. There we go. Does it for good this time. Tutabene into the pits. Zola's going to fall here a lot. Whitaker gets into the pits. Alvarez likely going to have to pit this. No, he's good for a while, actually. He may make it to the end if he gets lucky. And Brokaw has fallen substantially. He's got to pit this time as well. And who is this behind him? It's the leader, Fixin! Fixin stuck behind the lap car, Brokaw. And that's going to erase his entire lead, almost. There goes Fixin's lead. Wow. As they hit 6 to go, I think, his lead falls to 5 seconds. I believe it was 20 before the pit cycles. Oh, Whitaker spins. He's off. Oh, he just got out of the pits, too. That's unfortunate. He's still in the points, though, so looks like he's going to get back on track relatively easily. Could be a lot worse. And Jordan Fixin still leading. He's been pretty dominant this race. He's been fast all season. He has just had awful luck. And this would be what Red Bull needs to pass Ferrari in the standings, as Ferrari have 2 guys outside the top 20 in this race. Their cars are 22nd and 28th. And we've got a car stopped on track. It's Zola! Zola's out of fuel! Connor Zola is out of fuel! What happened to Connor Zola? Alexa Luchin is out of fuel. Kyle Brokaw may have saved his race. He did get into the pits. He's fallen outside the points, but you never know what can happen. Sorrell regains his podium spot. Trevor Scott is up to 4th. Jackson Fixin in 5th. Tutabene 6th. Looking to score a good points result after not doing much since the 2nd race of the season. Alvarez in 7th. Whitaker in 8th. He is in the points at the moment. Balsara 9th. Cologne 10th. And Conway we may see double points for Red Bull today. Assuming nothing happens to Fixin. As he's got 6 to go here. Oh, we got three viewers right now. Nice. I believe Ho may be slowly closing in on Fixin, though. I don't think it'll be fast enough, though. He'd have to catch over a second a lap. Conway has gotten into the points. He's gotten to 9th. Although he may have to pit again. Who in the points does not have to pit again? Fixin does not have to pit. Ho does not have to pit. Scott does not have to pit. Sorrell does not have to pit. Fixin likely does. Tutabene does not. Alvarez does. Martin does. Conway's off the track, and he probably will have to pit anyways. Although actually he's a lap down, so he might not. And Jackson Fixin sets the fastest lap of the race. Where'd that come from? Where did that come from? He has been nowhere all race, and all of a sudden he's in 5th and setting fastest laps. And what is the gap? It is 5.22 seconds. Next car that Fixin will lap is Alvarez. I'm not sure if he will get to him in time, though. Because Ferreira in front of him has no damage. Unfortunate for Zola. He was running pretty well today. Same with Luchin. And it looks like Red Bull is going to come home with a massive points haul today. Haas is looking at some decent points as well, although actually Harley Johnson's out of the points at the moment. Toro Rosso looking at some really good points. Whitaker's in the pits, which puts Conway back in the points, and Brokaw up to 11th. Hold on, we got a car wrecked. It's Jackson Fixon! Just as I was saying, the Toro Rosso was doing so well. And he might have just saved Rot. Although Rot is so far behind at this point that I don't think it really matters. And he almost just killed Ho, didn't he? I think he almost just killed Ho. Which would have sealed this race for good, so I wish it did happen. Okay, I'm biased. I wish it did happen. And Jackson Fixon may be out of this race, which has just crushed any hope of a good points haul for Toro Rosso, as Tutabene likely will have to pit. It's 4 to go for Fixon. He's got 5.27 over Alvarez now. Sorrell's coming under pressure from a lapped car. It's the Williams of Connor McMillan, who is all the way back in 20th place and is damaged. Why is he catching him? Oh, no, he just lapped him, didn't he? Oh, we got another wreck. Oh, no, it's Jackson Fixon. Oh, Brokaw spins it! And he runs straight into Fixon. And it looks like he is going to get back going now. Oh, that's a dangerous place to be. That's a very dangerous place to be. Oh, it looks like he saved Fixon, but he himself is still stuck. Jordan Fixon's got 3.5 laps to go here. Order has not changed much. Alvarez up to 6th. That's about it. Conway's hanging on in 9th. Brokaw is spinning around in 13th. Rot, your race has been screwed for a long time. You are 6 laps down. Kyleman's spinning around in the grass. Don't know what happened there. Can Whitaker take home his first points of the season? He's sitting in 12th with 3 laps to go for the leader. He needs to pass one of those cars ahead. Who still has to pit? Alvarez and Martin may have to pit. Fixon may have to pit. He's got damage as well. Whitaker, I don't see why you needed to fill up that much. I don't see the point. There is 3 laps left. You do not need 93% fuel. This is ridiculous. Oh, we got a car off. It's Tutabene. Could have been a lot worse, though. And that... Oh. That might put Fixon in a somewhat precarious spot. Oh, that's Alvarez going around. And he smacks the wall ass first. Not too much damage, though. Oh, it's going to hold up Ho a little bit. Not much, though. The lead is 5.5 seconds now. So we had 2 to go. Fixon comes into the pits. That'll give Whitaker 11th place. He may be very close to scoring his first points of the season here. He just needs one more position. As Harry Kyleman slips into the pits. Jordan Fixon has got 2 more times around before he claims his first points of the season and his first career win. He's got plenty of time over Ho. 5th place is almost a lap down. Can Whitaker get into the points? He's just a corner behind Ferreira. Uh-oh. Fixon might have some issues here. He's got the lap car of John Whitaker to pass. He could just stay behind. He would still win if he stayed behind. Ho is too far behind to catch him, but he's going for the move. And he does not get it. Just stay behind him, man. Just stay behind him. Just stay behind him. Stay behind Whitaker. Trevor Scott goes for the fastest lap of the race with 2 to go. That'll be a crucial extra point for Haas. How far off pace is Whitaker? If he is less than 5 seconds off pace, it is more advantageous for Fixon to just stay behind and not risk it. So if he is a 157 or faster, I'd say it's worth it for Fixon to just stay behind him. And he's a 153. Don't even bother trying to pass him. He is 1 second faster, 2 seconds faster than you. Slower than you. There's no point in passing. Ho is 4 seconds behind. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Final lap for Fixon. Final lap. Final lap for Fixon. Don't go for it, please. Just take it. Just stay behind him and take the win. There's no point in trying to lap him. Absolutely zero. Oh, he slides. Ferreira's off the track. McMillan's off the track. He avoids both of them. Oh, it's Kyleman. Oh, no! He hits the wall. Oh, no. Are you fucking kidding me? No. No. Not like this. Not like this. Get back on the track. You're so close. There's like 3 corners left. Come on. No, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Even 18 points is worth it. Even 15's worth it. Just finish the race, please. And he's going to rejoin the track in 3rd place. Oh, no! Are you kidding me, Conway? Ho takes the fastest lap in the win. He falls to 4th. Just take 4th. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god, somebody's flying. Fixon gets 3rd back. Adelino Ho takes the win. Fixon's in 2nd. Fixon takes 2nd back. Trevor Scott is out of the race. Adelino Ho is your winner. Fixon's got a couple more corners to salvage 2nd. Just a couple more corners to salvage 2nd. This final lap has been a cluster. But he is going to do it. He's going to salvage 2nd place. Tutabene up to 3rd. Alvarez might get 4th. Fixon rounds the final corner to take 2nd place. Should have been a win. Absolutely should have been a win. But this game's AI is special. Fixon takes 2nd. Tutabene is going to take 3rd. Sorrell, if he can finish, will be fourth. And Sonny Tutabene takes the fastest lap at the final, on the final lap. All you gotta do is get to the finish line, man. That's all you gotta do. Just get to the finish line and you'll have third. Or fourth. What happened to John Whitaker? Oh, he's out of the race. I don't even know what happened. Sorrell is going to get back on track, and he is going to take fourth place. Fifth will be Alvarez, sixth will be Martin, seventh will be Cologne, eighth will be Ferreira, ninth will be Brokaw, and 10th will be Fix. And what happened to Conway? Oh, he's in the pits. Is he going to take points positions? He will. He'll be ahead of Cologne, maybe Martin and Alvarez as well. And this has been an absolutely ridiculous finish. Alright, Sorrell coming around to the finish line to take fourth place. I think it's fourth anyways. That was the last car on the lead lap. He does it. 3.5 minutes behind first place. And Trevor Scott will not finish. That's it for this race. Thanks for watching, guys.